Hello guys and welcome to the ProDota Cup series by Hitbox TV. It is the last match of the day for the XIA region of this tournament, and we are watching MVP Revolution, first time playing in this new season against XIAODIAN, the team that just won the first match of the day against 458 Productions, the Vietnamese team. And we are going to see the Indonesians fight against the XIAODIans this time in the last best of two today. This is the first match of the last best of two, and for the casters today, we're gonna have myself, my name being DSwordfish, and my co-caster today will be Corrupt Robot. How you doing, man?
Hello, I'm not doing too bad, man. It looks like a pretty interesting draft so far, I have to say. The Tusk is a nice pickup. It's something that you actually very rarely see teams pick up, but it has great control and a really great roaming potential. And to be honest, the Invoker and the Troll Warlord are really easily gankable heroes.
Sorry for the disconnections, guys. That is weird. That's not happening because my internet seems to be working. Anyway, that Tusk actually works really well, especially against a team that doesn't have any stuns. And this is one of those teams. You know, the duel does stop him, but if you started to get roots off, even the cold snap or whatever the Troll Warlord does, the snowball can easily stop you because you can't stun the Tusk. If you don't have any stuns, you can't waste one of them on the Tusk, and thus the snowball can actually save you. The Science Eclipse or the Astral Imprisonment works in a similar fashion, and worst case scenario, you have the Abaddon in the offlane, which is very preferred by SCA teams. Aphotic Shield the Tusk, there you have a saving grace. So I agree, the Tusk pick is very good and actually works really well for XIAODIAN. They were the team that picked it this morning as well, and they won with it, so would not be surprised to do the same thing. We need an aggressive carry for XIAODIAN, probably something that could use the Tusk and the Keeper Light a bit more efficiently, which is it was this exact same combo. They combined it with what was it, Slark, I believe, before. And MVP Revolution, which is missing a support, a position 5 support. What could we see for these last two picks?
A Warlock definitely, for sure. Like, Warlock has been so good in the recent patches just because his ability to team fight is with his fatal bonds and his ult and his area of effect BKB piercing ult.
Yeah, that 1 second stun, especially as a counter initiation, very powerful, and you even get a rock with it, so it gets like the extra pushing potential. Yeah. But obviously that ban had to come on the Warlock. The MVP Revolution still has the option of a Dazzle, which works decently with the Troll Warlord. You don't have to go for more than mass so early. Allows you to utilize the Twin Protector healing, but then you'd have a lack of stuns on your supports, which is a big deal, especially against a Tusk. I'm gonna pick up a Disruptor instead. Alright, that's actually very common for the MVP Revolution. That's like WXIX hero, pretty much.
Really nice lane control, and again a lovely ult to use against people who like to clump up a lot. And Tusk, Odie, Outroll, Durawer, and Abaddon really like to clump up. I mean, they fight well together in a group. The Abaddon ultimate with Ags is even worse with the Static Storm on top of you, because the fact that you either activate it really early and you can't activate it properly, or you activate it, or you can't activate it because the Static Storm will just silence you. And the chances are the Disruptor can actually just control you long enough so that they don't have to pop the ultimate by damage. And also you have the combo of the Legion Commander, Dual Silver Edge. We've already seen that. That destroys the Abaddon completely. It's the way to counter him exclusively nowadays. XIAODIAN missing that carry that carry pickup here. Against Troll Warlord, a lot of options are kind of taken away. You know, the Life Splitter, for example, Sven, those kind of options, a bit dangerous. Maybe something along the lines of a Luna would not work too badly. With a Tusk, you could always go Juggernaut, safe pick. They definitely need something with quite a lot of damage, because right now they are lacking damage.
Yeah, it's only OD here that really is going to be the deal, the damage dealer.
They got a lot of save. I mean, a lot of save, but they need some more right click damage. They need someone who could take towers.
Yeah, that's true. The Juggernaut honestly seems like a good idea in that regard, because you can stop the Disruptor, you have the Healing Ward to take towers a bit easier.
There's a Juggernaut.
Yeah. Not surprised. I mean, he works fantastic with the Tusk. If it's set up with the Abaddon, you can stop the Legion Commander duel or the Troll Warlord perma-stun with the Omni Slash, and the Disruptor glimpses you back, boom. Juggernaut stops that completely. We already saw that, how strong the Juggernaut can be against Disruptor in the SG versus a Secret game number 1, where you saw Juggernaut picked against Kunkka. Disruptor completely decimates them. They can't do anything against them. And this is similar, actually, because Twin Protector's root can be dispelled with the Blade Fury or the Omni Slash. So, actually, we liked XIAODIAN's pickup. The chat seems to be very convinced that XIAODIAN will be the guys to win, even though MVP Revolution have a bigger track record. We'll see. People think it's going to be a tight game. I mean, the games have been pretty good today. A lot of new contesters, especially from Indonesia for some strange reason. So, I'm hoping to see XIAODIAN at least take one game. If it was a tie, I'd be happy, because MVP Revolution is probably one of the top teams in this tournament.
Well, you should never underestimate a troll. A troll can get out of control really easily.
Yeah, it doesn't take too much skill either, just a bit of lane control, using that blind efficiently. We see that tower versus tower matchup. I hate it because it's bugged, so it won't actually show properly, but you can see the towers are... Oh no, these guys actually don't have compendium levels. These guys do. Look at that golden tower. You can tell who's spending money in this game and who isn't. Indonesia.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful. For those of you watching, by the way, I am using the 2017 compendium music, because it adds a bit of an epic atmosphere to it. That's up for the international. We're not using their terrain because it seems a bit too confusing, just using the seasonal terrain. Just for, you know, little cosmetic things. Right. Teams are about to start. XIAODIAN is just kind of scouting here a bit. Let's present the teams before we move on with this game. Before we do so, my name is DSwordfish. I'm here with Corrupt Robot, casting this game for the ProDota Cup SCA region. Last game of the day, best of 2 between MVP Revolution and XIAODIAN. Let's look at what the teams have to offer. XIAODIAN on the Radiant side, we are going to have Gentleman as the Outworld Devourer in the mid position. As the offlaner Love will be playing the Abaddon in the carry position. Juggernaut played by Speeddraw. Lovely name, by the way. Diana will be repeating today, again as the Tusk. We already saw a great performance by him earlier. And joining him, same to last time, Yager will be the Coddle in the second support position. What do we have for the Kyrgyzstanians?
Well, we have XIAODIAN, yeah, on the Treant Protector. We have... Wow. STMC on the Invoker. We have Pubber on the Troll Warlord. You might as well just do this yourself, you know? We have Blizzy on the Blizzy on the Disruptor, and we have that name on Nature Commander.
I just know the MVP Revolution guys very well. I mean, I've been following them ever since they were EPG2. They used to be EPG2, then they became EPG1 for a bit, and they left the whole team, and they now joined together in this new banner. Which was the MVP Revolution guys, and they do deserve it. They were, sorry, not APG. Sorry, they were no lifers, but no lifers before. They were one of the first Kyrgyzstanian teams to actually do pretty well, and they used to win a lot of the ProDota Cups in Europe. Now they joined the SCA region once they joined the MVP Revolution squad. And Yager in this top lane, being severely harassed, glimpse to bring him back. This is gonna be first blood, and Pubber getting that first blood. Easy start for the guys at MVP Revolution.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting the tri-lane there.
No, the Treant Protector, very common to see him in a dual offlane, no? So maybe seeing him with Legion Commander especially, because he has a lot of sustain in lane. And that Nature Skies gives us a surprise. And, I mean, now the Treant Protector's going to stay in this lane, because you really do want to harass the Abaddon. If you notice how much the Abaddon, or how the Abaddon's played in the SCA region, is more of a carry. So actually making his lane a bit harder and delaying that Midas and the Radiance, which is so common in this region, very powerful for your team. You force him to go into kind of a utilitarian role, which is definitely not what you want to go for in Abaddon in this region again, where they play him so aggressively.
Especially considering how much the Legion Commander can actually get out of the solo lane against the Juggernaut. Because a Tusk is not a good lane support.
Not against the Legion especially.
No.
Because they're both melee. You have your Prestige, not Prestige attacks, your Moment of Courage. They attack you, boom. You're healed back up, literally 2 attacks, and you're set. Worst case scenario, press the attack, and you're still fine. This is a long lane creep. Oh, it takes the bounty.
You just wanted that bounty, man.
You didn't even care about the creep, you just wanted them. I thought it was a creep skip, but nope, just wanted that bounty. And Dion's like, okay, fine, take it.
It's a small creep skip, man.
It is just a range creep, but it's actually a decent amount of experience. Allow him to get to level 3. And this top lane, XIAODIAN doesn't seem to be leading, which is, I think the purpose of this is actually to force the Coddle in this lane. Coddle can easily go mid and completely decimate the Invoker, right? Because you have the Outworld Devourer. But instead, by forcing the Treant Protector up top, the Abaddon suffers a bit more. Jaeger has to stay in this lane and force Illuminates, and he can't get experience, which is important. You know, not getting that Chakra Magic is huge for the Coddle. And they're also forcing the solo matchup in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, on the top lane, seems like Blizzy is... Nope, just a bit of harassment, taking away that that clarity potion. Leechy level 2 already for XIAODIAN, going for that PPD, very aggressive Team Protector build, and they're trying to clear this area of trees already.
Yeah, I have to say this is giving a really nice lane to the troll right now.
Yeah, the troll is farming really well. Leechy now going to Jaeger, and they're gonna get a kill. Too hard to go on him. Even with the poison orb on the Team Protector, they don't have many slows. The troll did not commit his whirling axes either, the ranged ones, mind you. So in the end, just a bit of harassment. Seems like a calm lane, especially if you're MVP Revolution. This is just so beneficial to you. There's no need for you to risk getting kills. Just keep fighting, honestly. Keep fighting and farming. Look at the Legion Commander's farm 10 last as opposed to the 4 on the Abaddon. And no, Jaeger has been found out and blocked by the Team Protector. Very fat Team Protector. Jaeger's gonna go down first. The Aphotic Shield does nothing to save him. The Glimpse to bring back the 4 Abaddon. And the Kinetic Field to keep him in place. That's a double kill for Pubber, who gladly will take these 2 lane kills and get that killing spree.
Beautiful glimpse there by the Disruptor. And a bit of a mistake from the Keeper of the Light to sit in the trees there.
He's very used to playing Keeper, probably just doing that, because that's what you usually do.
Yeah, that's what you usually do, but a Tree and Protector really changes the lane. Because you don't know when to actually expect that he's going to pop out and just smack you in the face.
Yeah, exactly. So, and he comes to the stun too, and that body block was very well utilized by him. In addition, they knew he was level 2, so he could come with a Leech Seed, which is a very dangerous play. I do admit though that the Disruptor is fantastic against an Abaddon, because you can Aphotic Shield yourself all you want. You're not going to survive the Kinetic Field or dispel that off you, right? So that stun is going to stay no matter what. Whew, that was a really good steal by the column. Yeah, that was actually not that bad. They're getting what they can out of this lane, but this bottom lane is just going so favorably for the Legion Commander. Like you said, he's taking a lot of resources out of this lane. And even though the Juggernaut's playing quite aggressively, trying to harass him, that press the attack plus the moment of courage keeps you full health almost all the time. Oh, glimpse on Abaddon. Love is stuck in the hitting field. Can't dispel that, like we said. Aphotic Shield to give him extra health, but Love is as good as dead, as XIAODIAN will take that last hit with one last tree punch.
Nasty combo.
I mean, you don't even need that much. You just need the Leech Seed or maybe 1 level of Nature's Guise. And already he's stuck in the Kinetic Field. Abaddon does not have boots just yet. Oops. Actually, bottom lane, they actually go on Napalioshka using the combo Blade Fury and Snowball. Okay, yeah. It should have been an easy kill. They should have attacked a bit earlier, but at least they finally get what they were looking for in that bottom lane. Still going very much in favor of MP Revolution. And with that, we're going to see a bit of Shrine action here from STMC, finally curing himself up after having a pretty difficult lane. He is winning in terms of last hits because nobody's been able to gank him, but now that Tusk has managed to get that kill on Legion Commander, probably going to see some sort of mid-gank, especially knowing that the Invoker went for the early Alacrity build. That's only 1 point in quads, level 5, level 6 even, because you usually max Exhort, and get a couple levels in Wex, so he's not going to have as much lane healing. So they could be a bit more aggressive, but the Tusk is not being utilized in that way. They're just trying to get farm on him.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to get the fast arcane boots on.
Yeah, trying to get that extra mana reach and roaming constantly. It's good. I think a Tusk should be playing more aggressively though, especially against an Invoker in the mid lane. Like, what do you really have to escape? Ghost Walk, that's it. So, not too good, frankly, if you are MVP Revolution. Or sorry, if you are XIAODIAN. We expected more aggression from them like we saw in the last games. They really like winning their lanes and using these kind of snowball carries, but this game is going to be much more static for them. We see the Team Protector here in this lane.
Oh, beautiful scan.
That was a really good scan, actually. Now I just realized. That was XIAODIAN's scan. That Gentleman knows there's someone here, but he's still playing decently aggressively. Legion comes in too. There's no duel, but they do have Cold Snap. That's the Leech Seed. And the Sunstrike is going to hit onto Gentleman, dealing a lot of damage. The Twin Protector's committing himself to overwhelming odds to finish off this OD. And XIAODIAN sacrificing himself for the kill on the Tusk. Yeah, it's actually quite worth it. Getting a double kill here in the mid lane, only with a rotation of a support and your off laner. That's a pretty good use of the Legion.
No one expects the roaming Legion Commander before level 6.
Yeah, they really don't, because like we said, he comes in, there's no duel, why are you gonna stop? Why are you there, Legion? And then turns out the overwhelming odds deal so much damage that it was actually pretty useful rotation. And the Cold Snap with that level 2 quad is very important, getting that level 2 as opposed to the Invoker as opposed to going for the Alacrity, right? Which gives you a lot of lane domination. This has to go for the Cold Snap, which gives you much more killing potential. And by getting that second level on quads, he's able to get that kill. So good decision making by the whole MVP Revolution team. Oh, tree. Missing that last hit. It's unfortunate. He got Tranquil Boots though, which is quite early for support. Not badly farmed at all. Comparing to the Tusk, you know, I mean, he's been in lane most of the time. Tusk has been in the jungle. Tusk hasn't been able to do much. Oh no, love it. What are you doing? Oh, there it is. He's dead. Oh, the Aphotic Shield, so close. Tries to shield himself, but can't.
People in pubs really do underestimate that overwhelming odds skill. It is very powerful.
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought Legion is only moment of courage, and then you go jungle till minute 30. That's how you put so much player. Of course, please, more people in my pub should play Legion jungle. There's nothing else you should do.
I'm hoping the influence of the Kiev Major will definitely show the power of the off-lane Legion.
Nah, all the Kiev Major did is show that you can jungle with you can play Ben Reds with mid. That's all they show, and that's what I'm seeing. Oh, this courier, by the way, I don't know if they want to kill it. I think the Triple Threat might be able to stun it and kill it. Oh, that took way too long. Animation. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Blizzy has to use a kinetic field very defensively. Does not work out for him as he goes down to the Blade Fury damage. And now they're trying to get a kill onto the Trim Protector. They know he's here, but they have no way of stunning him out. The Trim Protector will be able to TP in time. And this little lane switch seems to be working out for them. As MVP Revolution will be at least be able to take this tower down bottom. Yeah. What are you doing? Love it. Just a bit of harassment. He barely deals damage to them. If he's Raindrop's helping out a lot. He has level 6 though. So they're looking to force out that burrow time early on.
Ah. Legion Command actually revealing herself there.
Yeah, I don't think it's... I think she's just putting a bit of lane pressure because what they want to do is take the tower more than kill the Abaddon.
They got the borrowed time off.
Yeah, that's really important. Just one hit from the tree. The issue with the Abaddon is even though that level 6 is very valuable and you need it to survive, it's just... You're super weak early on, so it's actually really easy to proc it because you barely have enough HP to survive. They took the tower down bottom. Vlad's on Troll. Interesting first pickup. I mean interesting, but I don't like it necessarily. Oh, wait, love it. Sheedy can't dispel that because there's no mana for the Aphotic Shield. One last hit by the Trim Protector. No, the Sunstrike is going to finish him off. No need for the overwhelming odds. It was also on cooldown, but whatever. Yeah. They do get that kill eventually. And WZI seems to be maxing the Nature's Guides. I like that. Might be more aggressive. They do catch him out though with the Omnis. That's going to cut down this tree. That was weird. I don't know why if they kill the tree and they cut him down, why does he die? He should have like cuts on his body and just like kind of like
what, just split it off?
I demand better at animation. Yeah, or like turn it to paper or something. I don't know.
Or just a stack of paper disappears suddenly out of this dead corpse.
I mean, if you think about it, who were the first guys to make like paper out of trees? The Japanese. What is Juggernaut? A samurai. So you know, it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
Don't it's a logic. You just have to face it. That's the way to do it. Blink Dagger. First off, we're not Polyoshka, by the way. Not going the No Tails build. Not. Wait, it wouldn't be No Tail build anyway because he's off lane, but not going the build of Blade Mail first or Arm Blade or those kind of items. Just going straight up for Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, the Invoker. Something we've been seeing a lot in the SCA region for some strange reason is that they get talents really early, even though they're not going for the XP gain. Which is surprising. Because usually I would just skip it, honestly, in favor of the orbs. But they actually really like getting that level 10 and 15 talents early, even though that level 10 talent is quite bad. I mean, 125 health is not that great. Over a level of your Wex or Quaz or Exhort.
I think it's just because they want to team fight a lot more. They want to use they will actually want to use the Invoker in team fights.
Yeah, being able to use the Ags early.
I mean, this MVP's lineup is a we want to push towers early lineup. We want to be as aggressive as possible.
For those of you asking, by the way, I saw that it's quite an important question. The MVP ping, or MP Revolution's ping, yeah, they are from Kazakhstan, but they should be, at least from the information I know, in Korea, because of or in a team house in Korea, around that area. I believe actually their team house might be in Singapore, because, I don't know, their internet. But they're not in Kazakhstan currently, so they don't have that much bad ping. That's why they're playing the SCA region as well, ever since they got picked up as the new team. Ooh, that was a really nice, courier snipe. We couldn't see it entirely, but we can get the idea. Hit it twice.
Oh,
that Dusk did catch up the tree, but they don't know that there's someone else around here. The Troll is actually really eager to fight, and he's hitting his speed drop for quite a lot of damage. WZag is trying to run away or get close to the tree, use the root, and meanwhile the Juggernaut, or the Troll Warlord has escaped. Good choice for the Troll Warlord to leave that team fight early. I think he just TP. Seems like they're gonna cut down Double Isaac. No, they don't have a vision of him. He has sentries as well in case he has to destroy any new iterations. The Static Storm brings down the Juggernaut. He didn't have Blade Fury to prevent that glimpse. Now the Sunstrike is gonna ensure that duel finishes with a winner onto Napoleoshka's back, as he gets that extra 10 damage. Minute 13, not too much, but hey, it's a start. It's not universe style, but hey.
Yeah, I think they got too greedy. They wanted that tree and protector way too much.
Yeah, once that dust ran out, they should have just let him out. You know, just said, okay, we accept it. Clearly, God is not in our favor today. The dust ran out, we couldn't kill him. He's a really tanky hero. 3.3 strength per level, I believe. Yeah, 3.3 strength gain per level is pretty insane. That's, I mean, especially for being a support. He's what, one of the two. Unless I'll Slaughter aside, because he's more of a position 4, but like, I think he's one of the 2 strength supports. IO and himself, like hardcore supports.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and he's definitely the one with the best strength gauge. Even tankier than Ogre Magi once the level. Oh, there's a duel. Onto the Tusk. Sunstrike, easy kill. That combo's gonna happen all game. All game. It's too easy for them to run. There's just no risk involved at all. Because Legion can just go Blade Mail and that's an easy to almost everyone. And the extra dual damage is fantastic.
It's especially bad considering the supports are quite under-leveled at the moment. They don't have much net worth to their names, so it's really easy duel victories.
That is true. And you do have 2 supports in the enemy team. The Tusk, even though he... Oh, actually, Tusk is the other, I guess, strength support. But
yeah, but he's more like position 4. Exactly. You could claim a lot of strength heroes as support heroes, but
Slaughter and whatnot. But the Tusk doesn't have the best strength gain. 2.3 per level is less than Nightful Spirit, so.
IO.
Yeah, IO.
IO full position 5 support.
Yeah, I know. That's
That's
the other one I think of. That's my favorite ball of light. You know, getting an IO Archon has already been confirmed. Jaeger, by the way.
Phoenix.
Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot about Phoenix. I mean, he's a bird, though. Doesn't really understand stats. He's just a bird.
Leave that bird alone.
Yeah, leave the bird. It is an animal. It doesn't really count as a hero. Gentleman is going to be stunned out. That's a really easy kill. Dual Static Storm even to prevent any sort of initiation. Jesus Christ. That was an obliteration of the poor OD. MVPR are really taking charge of this game. And with a Legion Commander, this is very dangerous. I mean, because you have the snowball potential with the Legion Commander, you know, the extra dual damage. It's not as important anymore because of her talents, but it's still good to get that extra dual damage early, and then you can pretty much complete duels by yourself, just with Sunstrike, until the game ends, really. If she can get a Silver Edge, buy by Abaddon as well.
Yep. People actually underestimate the potential of a tower hitter Legion Commander as well, because even with just a little bit of dual damage, that press the attack means she hits towers fast.
And you even have
Battle Trance, you take towers so quickly. Once they take all the tier 2s, one bad fight for XD and they will lose at racks very quickly.
Now, I mean, that is the power that MVP Revolution has, which is, even though their late game or their mid game is not particularly bad, they haven't sacrificed too much for this, but they do have a decent amount of objective taking. So once they take a team fight, it's much easier for them to, you know, capitalize on it with the Invoker as well. Oh no, Disruptor cut out, Kinetic Field. Omniscience comes out, but that Blinding Light did not help him at all as he puts him in the middle of the enemy team. Wants to go to Blizzy, about to kill the Disruptor. Will manage to get this kill, but the Troll Warlord, oh, the Courier also dies on the way. Troll Warlord does get the kill onto the Juggernaut, and they manage to finish off the Colonel in the backlines. However, the Troll Warlord has been put in the Astral Imprisonment, wants to kill this OD. Here comes the Duelist Sunstrike as well. They're going to need the damage, but it's going to finish off this poor Outworld Devourer. And now the only target left is the Abaddon, but he does have that ultimate. They want to proc it before they move. Instead, they decide to go for the tower. Much easier. The Age is still available on the Troll, and they need to fight this.
I think this could either be turned into a tier 2 or a Roche.
The Roche is impossible because he's an Aegis.
You already did take Roche. That's nice.
It was so good. You're predicting the past. Yeah. What an analyst here. Top tier, boys. But yeah, that was. I mean, they did. I'm
playing without sand. Okay, it's difficult. I don't hear the noises.
Yeah, I don't see the Aegis either. I'm blind. His poor guy can't do much.
Oh, that's so bad.
That was on a tier 2 taken. It's hard to capitalize when it's so early in the game because even though they have good pushing power, the enemy team just respawns way too quickly. As you can tell by the hero levels, they're actually really low. And they have a coddle, so the high ground defense that XD has is decent. It's just not that decent against a Troll Warlord eventually. You know, once he gets BKB, he'll be pretty much setting golden. He already went for something Yasha and Vlad for a very early, like mid-game oriented lineup. And they really want to utilize this advantage they have. Look at that, another duel, Sunstrike, and kill on the OD. I can barely cast these things. They go way too quickly. Now they're starting to die at a pretty fast rate, and with 58 damage, that's a considerable amount before minute 20. Meanwhile, top lane, what is Pablo doing? What? Blinding Light doesn't care. He's just taking hits from the tower at this point. Okay, he's gonna start attacking the tower. He got frustrated with the coddle. Said, screw it, I'm gonna go on the tower. The kinetic field does fine. Oh, what a fantastically positioned kinetic field. The coddle can literally not move. Sunstrike's gonna come out, it's gonna hit him, and Jaeger will say goodbye to his life. As MVP Revolution will just now be taking this tier 2. Now they do have the advantage to take the tier 2. Coddle said it's their time to push. And with that, this tower will go down. Nothing. I mean, the enemy team doesn't really want to attack this. All they want to do is open up the map a bit. WZI TP's bottom is ready for the kill on the Abaddon. Glimpse is available. Do they have vision? They do. And Abaddon stuck into the connect field forever until they proc borrow time though. But they have a duel. So they're very ready. Tornado fantastically used to just keep in that ice wall. Now the duel's been used as well. The Sunstrike hits him right in the face, and the Abaddon will just be decimated by this combo of Legion Commander and Invoker. It's working like old times.
This poor Abaddon.
Yeah,
he's been bullied this whole game.
I mean, Legion is such a good captain.
Yeah, but this is the problem with Abaddon though. He needs items.
He really does. Yeah, especially in the offlane. He went for Midas and that's not good. What? The troll doesn't care. Look at Pummer go. He just went into Jaeger. Oh, that Sunstrike. It barely just hit the horse on the nose, you know, but like saw his whole life flash before his eyes. Stupid horse. But they got some MVP Revolution. We'll just continue to push this lane. I mean, they're taking 1 tier 2. They want to take all the side towers and then continue to split push if they want to.
Yeah, it's literally very scary for any of XD's team to be out on the map right now. Because if Legion fights any of the heroes, they are pretty much guaranteed to be dead. Yeah,
certainly. Because Legion, I mean, you don't even need anyone else with you, because Legion duel, I mean, with the damage you have, and then Sunstrike, and then that's a guaranteed kill. We've seen it. Even the Abaddon gets killed by those. And let's not forget Sunstrike actually stopped. Oh, that was a great trained ultimate. Stop the TP from the Coddle, so you can't have a recall anymore. I believe this is the kill on the Coddle as well. They want to go on it. The Sunstrike hits him. They don't even need the Legion anymore. That's the Tree Protector's going on his own. Rambo killing off the Coddle. That's literally animal abuse by a plant, ironically. And the Midas onto the Stream Protector is helping him out quite considerably to get those important items. And then we see another duel. Catches out the Juggernaut. No need for the Sunstrike. Just kills him off with a Blade Mail and his own damage. This is looking...
And Battle Trance.
Oh, and Battle Trance. That's true. This is looking very bad for the guys at...
They got such great synergy with this Legion Commander.
They're working so well with her, honestly. This Troll Warlord, the Sunstrike, they clearly practice this kind of combo before. Legion's I mean, he's been top pick for the whole Kiev Major. And in SCA, he's been top pick since he was introduced in Dota. So, big thing. Oh, fantastic glimpse stopping the TP. Calls them out in the middle of the Static Storm. Blizzy's actually man-fighting an OD because he's so confident after that glimpse. Meanwhile, the Twin Protector finds the Abaddon. It's like, oh, wait, kill. Oh, I can kill him. I can kill him. Look at how fast he goes. It's actually really weird because it looks like he's walking on eggs, but like an eggshell. So.
It's actually really beneficial to build movement. As I said, it's very beneficial. If I can get a word in between all the duels that's happening, it's very beneficial to build movement speed on Tree and Protector, because there's a period of time between leaving trees and joining new trees where you can be revealed. But if your movement speed is high enough, you can actually get to a lot of new locations.
That's true. Yeah, that's thanks to the Tranquils. I mean, that's why Tranquils is so preferred on him. I mean, because you don't really attack them. I mean, this game he's been lucky enough that he can attack a lot because, I mean, he's dominating. But usually you're using spells, right, between the trees. So, you know, that's very true. He's even going for the Solar Crest build, which is the item of the moment. I mean...
If he gets a Solar Crest, they've won.
Yeah, they really have.
That's pretty much GG.
Because you can't dispel the Solar Crest off with a Blade Fury or something stuff like that. So when the Juggernaut like tries to fight, or even the OD, it's like having a double radiance essentially, because it's pretty much the miss chance onto you, plus not having armor. So not only can you not attack and be offensive and, you know, burst people, but you can also not defend because you're gonna kill you really quickly.
Oh, unfortunate time on the Roche there.
Yeah, that could have been a Roche. If you have a new Roche in timer, have you seen the little new feature? So cool.
Oh,
yeah, it's very cool. It says the 135 in the respawn, more or less. Now I think this is guaranteed because usually it says might respawn. So, yeah, this smoke tank without offensive vision was a bit hopeful. Kind of a Hail Mary of a smoke tank. And we see a better smoke tank from MVP Revolution because they know where they are, right? They've seen this. Like, they've seen the idea that they're obviously in top one. Cover. Oh, coming in as BKB available, so he should be fine. Oh, uses the trained armor plus BKB, now ready to attack this form of Juggernaut, who comes in with a double damage, but it doesn't really matter to him. Great snowball to stop the duel from happening, but this 4-hour virus is stuck in the Sonic Storm. They want to go into Gentleman, they're going to kill him in a couple more hits. One more hit would have done the trick, but he's going to survive for now. Actually throws on the Handy's Eclipse, but he's going to go down afterwards. And this poor Tusk stuck in the ice of the ice wall. How ironic. Now trying to stun out this Abaddon from his TP. The Trip Protector 1 second away. And only the Abaddon and the Coddle survive. The Juggernaut obviously left to his own devices and killed. And the Outward Devourer, very good play with the Disruptor.
That's what I've actually been waiting to see most of this game, is the Tusk saving someone with Snowball from Duel. But the duel's just been happening so quickly, there's no time to save people.
I mean, it's just happening wonderfully for MVP. Look at that Sunstrike, they're gonna hit the Coddle. Oh. The Cold Snap is enough to just stop him in place, and Love doesn't even have his ultimate. The Deathling Blast to take away half his health, and the Troll Warlord to take away the remaining half. MVP take a team wipe pretty much, right? Yeah, because I mean the Tusk is revived, so that was a team wipe, and with that, that's guaranteed racks, 20,000 extra gold in their bank. That's a much more net worth for them, not 21,000. And this should be easy tier. I don't know. There's gonna be racks in the okay. I like the defensive play. Let's not risk too much.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go check the Roshan now, and it should be up. It is up even.
And with the Troll Warlord,
the
that's
nice, lovely image.
Oh, is that a black Roshan? Seems like an invert Michael. But Cover will be taking the Roshan quickly with the minus armor for the Solar Crest, and obviously the fact he's a Troll Warlord. Look at him. Oh, Jesus Christ. That Sunstrike actually deals a lot of damage to the Roshan too. That's how ridiculous that spell is. And does Blizzy have Solar Crest? No, okay. I was gonna say. It's his like, yeah. For a second, it seemed like Blizzy was activating that. Blizzy went for the Lemon Creatures. It's really nice. Escape mechanism. Ages for Cover. I mean, what do you do against this Troll Warlord now? You can't kill him with BKB to begin with. He already has lifesteal as well to give him more sustain. And on top of that, you went for Aegis and the extra health. Very interesting, you went for extra health, actually. I was expecting to be more aggressive and go for plus 40 damage, but...
Nah, he doesn't really need it.
Yeah, it's true. You have a lot of damage with your team, so let the Legion be the main damage dealer, per se. And you could just be...
He's just a tower herder.
Yeah, exactly. You're a Troll Warlord. You can sustain the push. Apoloshka looking for a smoke gank. Oh, they're gonna reveal him, and he smells it. Great evasion of the ice shards, but Blizzy, Blizzy. Oh, God! They wasted an almost on Blizzy. They didn't see his Glimmer Cape, even though he activated before the Unslash came out. But you know, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there was a high ping or something, or you really wanted this Disruptor to die. And Blizzy will have completely prevented the Armor Slash for the next team fight.
I thought for sure that the Disruptor was dead.
Yeah, but he had Glimmer Cape. That's all you need apparently to stop
that counts the Omni Slash completely.
Yeah, so if only there was the item in this game that gave you vision on someone and like just stayed with him for a while, like something like I don't know, sand or dust maybe. I don't know. Crazy.
Yeah, crazy man.
And now, to be fair, that was the first time he shows his Glimmer Cape, so that's why I didn't have anything on it. Then why would you ever? There's no Legion Shadow Bolt down there. Legion went for BKB again, which is nice. And this Alacrity on Pulver, we forgot about this. We didn't talk about this much, but that's why he's not getting damage. You don't need it with Alacrity on it. Now the Solar Crest to help him out too. There's a Tornado. Doesn't hit anything. Or minus the EMP is not going to hit anything either, so he's wasting a bit of his counter initiation. That's too bad. Now the Roof Trailing comes in, uses a terrible Overgrowth. Well, not terrible, just kind of zoning out.
Trees.
Yeah, just a zone out Overgrowth. That was actually quite good. It allows him to take this tower. Oh, the Invoker evades all the damage from the Hurricane Pike. And now Troll Warlord determined to keep attacking these racks. will take down the melee racks. That was a missed glimpse plus static storm, but they will catch out the Juggernaut in this great duel. However, the Snowball will save his life. The Snowball is now going on to cover. No, it's going to be Blizzard the objective. The Static Eclipse just dropped down, and they don't manage to finish off the Troll time in time. He still has the Aegis, and he's fighting here with the BKB activated, so he's starting healing up as much as he wants. And now Gentleman trying to kill WXIAODIan. They're going to stun him out with a Mana Leak. And WXIAODIan will be brought down. No, he's the one carrying the gem. There's no vision on the enemy team. Now Paloshka's finding love at 1-on-1, and everyone is surviving. The Troll Warrior still not losing his H. It's fantastic. Now the Sunstrike hitting Love for half his health and finishing him off eventually with the Troll Warrior damage. The GG well played will be called. They say no more MVP Revolution. The guys who were not supposed to take this game, according to many of our viewers, end up destroying XD and showing us what their team is made of, why they're the favorites coming into the PD Cup SCA, and why they were the ones to be selected by MVP as their secondary team.
Great teamwork there from MVP.
It was a fantastically executed draft. That's the best part about them, I believe, that they had a draft, they stuck to their plan, they didn't start doing different things, they didn't go for weird builds, everything was cohesive within their strategy. That's what you see in top teams, and I'm glad that MVP Revolution is getting to that level. That said, guys, that is it for the first game of this best of 2. We still have a second one between MVP Revolution and XIAODIAN. We're going to see who wins that second game. You know, XIAODIAN has a chance to tie this. For now, we will be saying goodbye, giving you some music, so enjoy that while we wait. My name has been DSwordfish, I've been here with Corrupt Robot, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes.